How I lost 45 pounds in less than 6 months and kept it off for years. Hey team, and welcome to this week's episode of The Inspired Show, the show that is dedicated to helping you become the best version of yourself, mentally as well as physically. I've got a great episode for you this week, sharing all my secrets on my fat loss journey. But before I delve into it, if you've not done so already, hit that subscribe button. It means you stay updated with every single episode we drop every single week. Smash a like on this video and don't forget to share it for me as well. And if you've got any takeaways or any questions, let me know down below. So this week we're talking all things fat loss and things that helped me lose over 45 pounds in less than 6 months, but most importantly, helped me keep it off for years. I'm going to go through the mindset techniques that I applied to get me in the right frame of mind to start losing weight and keep it off. I'm going to go through how I keep structure when motivation fades, my approach to my calories, my training, and my daily movement, and how I approach my emotional eating and stress drinking to help me stay on track. And by the end of this video, if you apply these steps, not only will you lose weight, you'll be able to keep it off as well. So we're going to start off with the mindset. This is the most important place to start. I see so many people making the same mistake I used to make, which is solely focused on their diet and their movement and not addressing the mindset. For most people, it has nothing to do with the food or the movement. They know what they should be doing in the grand scheme of things. Eating a little bit less, moving a little bit more, but they cannot get in the right frame of mind to start doing it or doing it consistently. So the first point of call is getting really clear on the reasons why. Like, why is it you want to lose weight? Is that you want more confidence, more energy, better relationships, healthier, longevity? What are your reasons? And you probably have some amazing reasons. And if you do have reasons like that already, what that is telling us is that at this moment in time, if you're still stuck, you're more content staying the same. Because when push comes to shove, you keep taking the easy option. You're gonna have two choices in life, the easy option and the hard option. And if you keep failing again and again and again, you're taking the easy option too much. Because when you are tired, demotivated, you don't want to do the things you know you need to be doing, then not being clear on the reasons why you want to change, you are going to take the easy option. Because why would you put yourself in discomfort of going to the gym when you're tired? Why would you eat that healthy meal when the takeaways are more convenient and they're absolutely delicious? Like, if you're not aligned with the reasons why and in the right frame of mind, you're going to take the easy option over and over again, and that's going to be your go-to. So what you need to do is really think about those reasons why you want to change. Confidence, energy, relationship, whatever they may be, and get really clear on how they're impacting your life right now. Is it stopping you wearing the clothes you want to wear? Is it creating anxiety when you socialize? Is it stopping you being intimate with your partner, taking the children swimming, being in family photos, having a knock-on effect on your energy and your health? Like, really think about the impact it's having on you right now, but also visualize that future version of yourself, who you want to become, what that person looks like, how much is your life better? When you're really clear on the reasons why you want to change, guess what? On those days when you're tired, demotivated, and don't want to do the things you know you should be doing, you'll push through and take the hard option in the short term because it means so much to you. So the first point of call is getting really clear on why you need to change. That gets you in the right frame of mind. What that then does, it leads on to the second point, which is how to stay on track when motivation fades. So by taking that hard option when you're not motivated, when you're tired, when you're burnt out, because you've got a powerful reason to change, guess what happens? You put yourself in that discomfort. And the more you put yourself in that discomfort, guess what starts to happen? You start to repeat it again and again and again, and it becomes easier. It becomes a habit, it becomes a behavior. So on your journey, we want to focus more on the habits and behaviors and the efforts we're putting in rather than the outcome itself. And that's what I did. I let go of the notion of losing weight and I focused on things that I could control day in, day out, such as what I put in my mouth, if I decided to get off my backside, if I went to bed earlier. I control these. And the more you do it, the more you lose that discomfort when you don't want to do it, they start becoming behaviors. And when you do that, you don't need motivation. It becomes automatic. Just like you wake up and brush your teeth, it becomes so much easier to do. And then it will help you build that momentum and start raising those standards of that person you want to become. The third thing was how I approach my calories, my movement, and my lifestyle. Now, when it comes to calorie consumption, yes, you've got to create a calorie deficit, but a big mistake I used to make, and I see so many people doing the same mistake, is ramming their calories way too low. Don't get me wrong, low calories will equate to weight loss and fat loss if you stick to it. However, 9 times out of 10, we can't stick to it because when we're low on calories, low on fuel, our body's pretty clever. You see, it'll increase hunger, it'll increase appetite, and you're gonna start fantasizing about all the food you've been restricting. And eventually you're gonna binge and blow out, and then you're gonna be back in square one, feeling guilty, feeling shameful, thinking you've ruined it all. So when it comes to your calories, make sure you consume sufficient calories, no more than 10 to 15% under your maintenance. Now, if you don't know how to work out your calories, get my startup plan down below. It has a calorie calculator inside it for you. It'll help you work out your calories. Once you've got that calorie allowance, it might seem quite a lot, but remind yourself, you would have been eating more than that to get where you are right now. So trust in the process, fuel your body. Allow a bit of flexibility, don't restrict. 80-20 is a good split. 80% more nutrient-dense foods, 20% less nutrient-dense foods, and fuel your body. When it comes to training, stop training for fat loss. Stop training to lose weight. You train to get fit, you train to get strong. Because if you're training to lose weight, you're gonna get frustrated because it doesn't give you bang for your buck when it comes to weight loss. So think about what fitness goals you wanna work towards. Do you want to run a 5K? Do you want to get stronger? Do you want to swim a little bit better? And then base your training around that. Aim to train 2 to 3 times a week and build up consistency rather than perfection. And when it comes to daily movement, just try and move a little bit more. Don't set yourself unrealistic targets. For example, if you're only doing 4,000 steps at the moment, next week aim for 5,000 steps. Build up gradually over time. And consistency will play a big part in that. And the last thing I want to touch upon is a big bottleneck so many people struggle with, and I've had experience myself, which is emotional eating and stress drinking. Now, this is a big one. If you do not address this, then you're going to find it very, very hard to be consistent in your journey because you're going to turn to food and alcohol when the going gets tough. So one of the biggest things that I did was bring awareness to what was causing my emotional eating binges and my stress drinking binges as well. Work, relationships, certain people, certain environments. Get really clear, build awareness of where these triggers are happening. Once you've written down these triggers and you've got awareness around that, ask yourself, what can you do to solve the situation? What can you do to eliminate it? So for example, if it's a workplace stress, can you speak to your line manager? Can you get more support? Can you get more training? Can you get another job? If it's a certain person, a certain relationship, can you have a conversation with that person? Explain how you're feeling. Put in some healthy boundaries. If it's boredom, can you put things in play to overcome the boredom? If it's boredom in the evening, Monday night is game night. Tuesday night is hobby night. Wednesday night is self-care night, so on and so forth. Bring awareness to the trigger, eliminate said trigger, it will help massively. There'll be some things that you cannot eliminate. In that case, we need to learn how to cope with it better. So create yourself a self-care menu. This is a compilation of different things you can turn to instead of food or alcohol to make you feel good in that moment. And it could be anything. It could be going for a walk, listening to some music, speaking to a friend, getting some fresh air, reading a book, some arts and crafts. But have this in your toolkit. When situations arise, learn how to breathe and pause. Take a couple of deep breaths. Observe what's going on, label what's going on, and then decide what you're going to do other than food and alcohol in that situation. And I guarantee you, if you apply these steps we've gone through today, not only will you start losing weight, but you'll keep it off, you'll feel better, feel more confident. Ultimately, you'll become that best version of yourself. So thank you so much for joining in. I really, really appreciate it. Until next week, have an absolutely amazing day.